Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. So it's time for another rant video. And this isn't music related. It's something I feel, more serious regarding my health and just, products that you buy. So some of you might remember in November of 2024 on my Canadian Studmuffin YouTube channel, I did a review of these cabbage rolls, Laurie's cabbage rolls, which you can get at Giant Tiger and, probably other stores. And Molly has bought these too. I think she's the one that actually recommended them to me because she, even though she's a great cook, she says she would rather buy these than, make her own cabbage rolls because they're that good. So first, I'm just going to play just a little bit of this review that I did for the cabbage rolls, and then we'll talk about we'll lead up to the rant. Here we go. Gluten-free. Now, it doesn't say gluten-free on the package, so that's a little bit of a concern for me. But I guess Molly was checking online, and from what she read, they are, gluten-free, because even if it doesn't have like wheat flour or whatever, it could there could be cross contamination where they make these, but I guess they're good. So the only ingredients are cabbage, which is good. It's good when when you're having cabbage rolls, one of the ingredients is cabbage. I'm so funny. Water, ground beef, cooked rice, which is water and rice, tomatoes, tomato paste, onions, sugar, salt, modified cornstarch, spices, and herbs, whichever way you want to say it, herbs or herbs. Yeah, really, if you can see that, so in case you think I'm lying, don't those look delicious? And you can see here, very same, package for them. And I just bought these the other day. And so, yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, so as you can see, no wonder, they taste, pretty good for a frozen dinner. The ingredients are pretty simple. Cabbage, water, ground beef, just the ingredients are pretty good for a frozen dinner, I feel. Yesterday, I was going to have these, for my dinner. And I don't know why, because you'll see later that the company was the write-up on these is that they were gluten-free. And I don't know why I did, but before I put these in the oven, I checked the ingredients. I do that, because you get a little paranoid when you have celiac disease and you have to be gluten-free. And I'm looking at the ingredients, and I see wheat flour, which is a no-no if you have celiac disease. And so you'll see here, so I went to, it's called Grok, it's like AI, but it's just like asking Google, right? It's just to get some information. And so I wrote this. I thought that Laurie's cabbage rolls sold in Ontario, Canada at Giant Tiger were gluten-free, but I now see wheat flour in their ingredients. Did they change the recipe? And so Grok, does a little researching on the internet and then comes back. The ingredients listed for Laurie's cabbage rolls on the Giant Tiger website, blah, 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 shows what they list. Yeah, and then there is no mention of wheat flour or any gluten-containing ingredients in these listings. And the product is consistently described as gluten-free across multiple sources. And then no information was found indicating a recent recipe change. If you're seeing wheat flour on a specific package label, it could be a labeling error, blah, blah, blah. So then I showed Grok the ingredients. You'll see the difference with this new updated. So this is what it is now. Cabbage, water, tomatoes, tomato paste, ground beef, ground pork, cooked rice, onion sugar, breadcrumbs, enriched wheat flour. That's not good for me. And whey protein. I'm not whey can be bad. I'm not sure the whey protein concentrate would be bad or not. Once again, soy sauce has wheat in it. And at the end it says contains milk, soy, wheat. So they've obviously changed the recipe for this without letting, consumers know. So I showed that to Grok. This is from the package I just bought, which now lists wheat. Based on the ingredients label from your recently purchased package, which includes breadcrumbs made with enriched wheat flour, this contrasts with older listings and product descriptions. A user report on Reddit indicates that Laurie's changed the recipe around December 2025, noting thicker cabbage leaves, reduced meat quantity, and lower overall quality. But it says it doesn't mention, the gluten because they probably didn't care about that. Plus the breadcrumbs and wheat-based soy sauce, which weren't in prior formulations. If this is a concern, it's a concern. It would have been if I had eaten it. But anyway, just in case you don't know what happens, at least for me, this is my own experience from the 2 or 3 times in the past 10 years where I've accidentally eaten something that has wheat in it, or like malt vinegar is another thing I can't have. There's different things besides wheat. But the times I've mistakenly eaten something with gluten in it, what happens with me is I get very, very sick this way. So I throw up, and it's bad. And the last time I bought these, because they weren't in Giant Tiger for like the one time, I think it was around December, they didn't have any in. And then they got a new batch in, and I bought them before this one, and I did eat it. And as far as I know, it must have been the old recipe because I was fine. If it had the wheat in it, I would have known within a few minutes. And I'm just very, very lucky that I checked the ingredients on this because, they changed it. And so I'm just warning other people out there. I'm sure there's others that have celiac disease that I've actually read, people that have celiac disease and they love these, but you can't have these anymore. And it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of scary, right? And that's why I know when I'm grocery shopping, and especially with Molly, sometimes, I joke with Molly about, is it gluten-free? But, and sometimes even if she picks something up, I sometimes check the ingredients to be, safe. And, I think that, I understand it can annoy anybody, right? Is it gluten-free? Is it gluten-free? But, it's health, right? And that's very important. And it just sucks that they've changed the recipe without, I don't see it anywhere on the internet about them changing the recipe and, making, I guess, making this even, not as tasty as it was. So that's it. That's my little rant with a little humor, hopefully. Yeah, because, if I do have a serious rant, you got to have a little lighthearted humor in it. But, in the long run, this is serious, right? And it just sucks. So that's my rant for Laurie's cabbage rolls. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. I would love your thoughts in the comments section below. And please like the video, and especially if you have celiac disease and you're just aware of this now, please share this video with others or just share it anywhere. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.